Hey party people. Okay, so let's talk about this product right here, the Anker PowerHouse 2 800. It was a device that I unboxed relatively about a month ago, and well, I've got some thoughts about it, mainly positive, but there are a few thoughts that I have about it. Okay, so putting some things into perspective, this is a really powerful piece of tech. No pun intended. I mean, it is a true emergency power solution for those that are looking for such a device. Now, that being said, there are some limitations to it, but if you use this particular portable power station as it was intended, then I think you'll be pretty happy with it. So here's my disclaimer. Anker is not sponsoring this video. They did not send me this device. I purchased the PowerHouse 2 800 with my own money. And I feel that this particular review is going to speak closer more to contractors, because as a garage door contractor, I'm always looking for solutions where I can master my craft and at the same time I can make my installs or my day-to-day work activity a lot smoother. So something like this is ideal for contractors. But before I get into who this particular product is for and whether you should consider purchasing it, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that this was a unbiased review. So for specs, I believe you should visit the Anker website to get the full details with regards to what this particular device, this portable power station, the Anker PowerHouse 2 800, can handle on paper. Notice that I said on paper because I did find that on paper it's pretty impressive, but there is a difference in the real world use cases. Now, Anker does a really good job in putting some specs to this device on their box, and particularly I want you to focus on how you're able to charge this particular device aside from the power adapter that comes with it. Now, it does have some, I'm going to put this box over here for real quick. Now, as you notice, it does have a DC adapter so that you're able to power inside, and then at the same time you have a solar power solution. So in other words, you're able to power this directly from an outlet. You're able to power this with powerful solar panels. You're able to power this even with USB-C, which I found really impressive. In fact, they'll allow you to use up to 2 USB-Cs that would power this up to 7.9 hours. You get a lot of options. Now, that being said, powering this particular device will not be needed on a regular basis. In fact, I wasn't able to drain it out in a month. I literally had to make the effort of taking all the juice out just so that way I could recharge it again. So I think that's really impressive. In addition to that, Anker does a really good job in providing you so many ways to power your devices. And so on the box, it's going to give you all those details on how you're able to charge your devices. So again, this is not your typical power generator. This is not your typical power solution. It really gives you a lot of oomph in those cases or situations where you need emergency power. Now, that's the question. When do you really need emergency power? Now, that's the important part to think about, because this is truly a mobile device. In fact, it gives about 777 watt hours of a charge carry, and that's basically 1 watt of average power per hour. I think I said that right. It will keep small appliances running. It will charge cell phone devices, electronic devices several times over. Basically anything small can be charged with this device. Now, keeping in mind there are some limitations. Okay, so what I have here are a couple of tools. Basically, I have a power saw, skill saw here, and a sander. And the reason why I'm bringing these both out is specifically, and I tested both of them, so quite frankly, I'm not going to do that now. But the point that I'm trying to get at is that this particular PowerHouse 2 800 from Anker, man, it really was able to power a lot of my tools. In fact, I was able to use this sander really easily. I didn't have any problem with it. Now, when I wanted to upgrade, or that is use a bigger power tool, well, unfortunately, that's where the limitations were. In fact, I was not able to use my skill saw for a particular job that I had taken the PowerHouse to. Obviously, it's going to draw a lot of power. Unlike this smaller piece of tool, or this smaller tool, I should say, clearly you're looking at two different scenarios, but I won't necessarily need my sander as much as I'll need the skill saw. Being able to power specific devices is great. The fact that you're not able to power all of your tools and your devices, not so great. So consider that when you're considering whether you're going to purchase the Anker PowerHouse 2800. Now, I have been able to power a number of lights and other small devices. I was able to power my battery chargers with the Anker PowerHouse 2800, and it worked like a charm. Now, some other real-world use cases was when in my specific area where I live, we've had a number of blackouts due to the heat wave that has been afflicting here in the Southern California area. And so there was one occasion where there was a transformer that blew here and there was no power to our place. Gratefully, this puppy was charged and we were able to power our cell phones. We were able to use our hotspots on our cell phones to at least watch some form of entertainment on our actual computer devices. In fact, we were able to power up some other small appliances. Unfortunately, we weren't able to power our refrigerator. But, you know, our refrigerator takes a lot of power, or draws a lot of power in order to cool down. It's just, again, a really good indication what this particular device can do. And in the unboxing video, I was able to power a garage door opener motor. I was able to do it with one of the LiftMaster motors. I think it was a Chamberlain. Let's try out the Genie real quick. What do you think? Go. We got this Genie motor, one of my test motors here. Put it this way, pull the cord out a little bit, see what we can do here. Ooh, we do have power. There you go. Works. That's cool, huh? Well, we know that it's able to power this small garage door opener motor from Genie. And so, well, if it can power this, imagine just what else it could power, you know? So what are some things that I don't like about the Anker PowerHouse 2800? Well, it's pretty simple. You know, they have these on and off switches that really don't make sense to me. The fact that you have to turn on the specific outlets, I believe, is a safety feature, but it's one that I forget to do, specifically like when I'm trying to power some of the lights. Like, for example, I have that O-Bright floor lamp right over there, that LED floor lamp. And so anyways, I'm just going to basically power down where the plug is connected, and there you go. See, the light turned off. So in other words, in order to keep things powered, you actually have to turn on the slot or the portion where you have your devices connected to, and there it would turn right back on. So that's one thing that I don't like about it. I know it's a safety feature that Anker has implemented in this system, but I forget to do it all the time. I just plug it in and then I'm like, why is this not working? Well, the reason being is because you actually have to turn on those outlets or those power sources inside the Anker PowerHouse 2. So who is the Anker PowerHouse 2800 for? Well, Anker tells you right on the box. Yeah, in fact, they have this marketing scheme where they want to let you know that if you're a camper, well, you need this product because you're going to be able to power all of your devices. Now, I don't know many campers, especially ones that like to rough it out in the woods, that think like, oh, I need a portable power source so I can keep my laptops and my cell phones and all my other devices powered. And, you know, that might be the case with like cameras, action cameras, drones and stuff like that. But I don't know a lot of campers that are looking for a power source like this. And yet, Anker feels that this is perfect for them. So I think campers would definitely love this. Now, if you're a contractor, this particular device is actually a pretty smart purchase, because in essence it provides you that portable emergency power in situations where there's no power perhaps at the project, or there's limited outlets, you don't have many outlets to find a power source. And this is going to be perfect for that, because again, if you're in a job and time is money, you just want to get in and get out, and so you need to make sure that your power tools, your cordless drills are powered, your batteries are powered. All of that is going to be super important. So for contractors, I think you should consider this one. And last but not least, this particular device will come handy in an emergency power solution. That is, if you have no power at your place, or if you need emergency power, whether you're on the go, Anker wants you to know that this is really going to do the trick. This particular device, the Anker PowerHouse 2800, it's a go for me. So if the PowerHouse 2800 by Anker sounds like a party to you, well, check out the links in the description below. I know you will be happy with it. It's one of those devices that for me has truly pulled its weight in situations and real world scenarios that have actually applied. And of course, the pro tips, techniques, and ideas in these videos should not be considered law or infallible. Why? Because I am nobody. That's going to be it for this one, party people. I want to thank you so much for partying with me. Now check out this other video right here that can provide you more pro tips and tech reviews for your residential garage door needs. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. And as always, y'all stay safe.